Hi there. This conversation is about context. So, context is the vessel for the content of your life. So, what do I mean by that? It could be that you have a context that sees a certain picture of, the way things are in your life, and that's a specific context for that. You could have a context that is based on like the things that you learned when you were a kid. You could have a context that's based on the things that you learned in school. You could have a context that's based on all those things that you have picked up over the years. And you could also have a context that's based on the things that you are learning. It could be an emerging context. And so that context is really a valuable thing, a valuable way to view things in the world and in your life, because when you have a particular context and you're seeing one particular view of something, you know that you can say, I know that there's more than one view. You can always recognize that there's a possibility for another context for that picture. So it could be, a very sort of, simple example of, the context as a vessel is you are, with a group of friends that are your high school buddies, and you all are recalling the good old days or whatever. That's like a context for that particular view of the world. And when you're in it, the content of what's happening actually is reflective of that, because the conversations that you have that are remembering those times, they're like based on your common past and the memories that you share. You could go to the same event though, if you show up with a context of what's possible for the future with the same people, then that opens up a whole different world of conversations that are like, oh, what are you creating? What are you creating? And you could have conversations with the same exact people, but because you've opened the possibility, the context up to a different possibility of conversation, then the content of what happens, what is made possible with that content is completely expanded. It is able to grow and in a totally different direction that was not possible in any way based on the old context that was sort of locked in place. So context is a very important element, because it can be the thing that locks you in, or it can be the thing that totally sets you free. So if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe below, and there's a whole group of links below this video in the description. You'll be able to connect with me in all sorts of different ways. So I hope to see you there. Thank you so much.